cielo, pero arriba no me encuentro nada nuevo y luego acabo todo tirado por los suelos. Quería subir para no bajar, con cara de póker grabando el track, soltarme unas barras y poco más, sin imaginar lo que podría pasar. Siempre sonrío con los ojos cerrados, bebo batido en la escalera sentado. Hermano, ¿por qué andas preocupado? Pensando en las cosas que aún no te han pasado. ¿Qué pasó, mi pana? Estoy matando monstruos con la hawaiana, volando en posiciones raras, el peso de mi alma en una dana. Todo flexi con mi chica, dando vueltas pica pica. Estoy usando la varita, mientras todo dinamita. Todo flexi con mi chica, dando vueltas pica pica. Estoy usando la varita, mientras todo dinamita. Los sueños se derriten por aquí, es así. Veo la vida como Dalí, yo soy quien soy, yo no pienso huir, aunque tenga que subirme al ring. Aunque busques el significado del amor en Google, tú dime que me quieres pero no lo jures. Yo sigo como Goku, yo sigo en mi nube, regando las plantitas empezando el lunes. Mi vida es una jam, yo no trazo un plan, lo que tenga que venir vendrá. Yo soy de verdad, yo piso la tierra, tú solo pisas pasos de cebra. ¿A qué esperas? Abre una ventana nueva, súbete al tejado, tumba las antenas. Respira bien hondo, puedes ser quien quieras. Escúchate por dentro a ver qué suena. Es así. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza con la Pandi. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza con la Pandi. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza Juan Ríos. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza con la Pandi. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza con la Pandi. En el Honda con el Andy, o en la plaza con la Pandi.
Good evening. 1 evening, 1 minute. This evening, until this evening's advent of code. It begins. It begins. "35 seconds, calm before the storm. Chill." Almost halfway. Oh, interesting. So we have a graph. Uh-oh. The number of distinct paths. Okay. It's been a long time since I've written code like this. I haven't written much, if at all, recursive code in Rust, which is definitely the normal way to solve this. Okay. Big caves are uppercase. Small caves are lowercase. Visit small caves at most once, but big caves any number of times. Okay, but they still have to be unique paths, right? Okay, so this one has A several times. Start A, C, A, B, A, end. There's another, oh, you can't visit D and still get to the end because it's a terminal small cave. Right. Oh, it's not that D is the terminal small cave, it's that B can't be visited twice. Okay. Okay. Let's get some input. Should have 2 failing tests still. Okay. We can set this to 0. And we have some examples as well. So why don't we set this to -1 for now? And write a test case for an example. Test part 1, example 1. String from this whole thing. All right, and this should answer, this should be 10. Okay. So how should we put this into Rust data structures. Can we have tuples with pointers to other tuples? So like cave type cave is, I guess we could use an enum as well. Type cave, or we could just say it's option of what? Option of what? Option of let's see, big and which is a bool. So let's make a struct. Let's say struct cave. We'll call this node. Struct cave is big bool. Is it big or not? And maybe a set of other caves or nodes. Can we have a doubly recursive type? Like if I point cave to nodes and node is going to include cave. Let's call it edges. And what would you call, like, tunnels or paths? Paths is a vector of node, and then node is an option of cave. Are you okay with this? Oh, you don't like a semicolon. Okay, you're okay with that. So now can we build one? So we'll take the input and we'll split on new line. So let lines equal input.split dot collect, and we'll make this a vector of string slices. Then after that we want all edges. We'll call these edges, I guess. Lines dot, let's see, dot map edge, and we'll make this a vector. This will compose into a vector of, or no. Let's not use this return. Let's just go through it. So in fact, let's say let line in lines dot iter, or maybe we don't need iter because it can figure that out. Oh, not let, for. Oh, whoops. Okay, for line in lines, and we'll say our let mutable map is, do we always start with start? No. Okay. And we can go back and forth on the same line. There's no direction to the lines. So how do we want to start this thing? Maybe we can just wait till we get the first one. Give it a type of node. Or maybe it should be a type of cave, because it's actually, for sure, it's not an option. We must have one. But okay. Map. Okay, first we need to split the line. Let edges equal line dot split on this thing. We should probably, in our cave, we should probably have it say start bool and end bool. Those are the special ones. And our first edge, or our first cave, will be the left side of this. So I know this isn't right, but let me start by just assigning it. I need to collect this as well. Collect this into, I'll make it a vector for now. Vector of master. Then we'll say we want to make 2 nodes for every line. First one, we don't have anything yet. Maybe we should do, let me do the first one literally outside the loop, just to think it through. So I don't have line yet, but dot collect. Okay, I don't know why that's giving me that error, but that's fine. So edges 0 is the first thing. So I want to say map equals, I'm just doing this literally without the logic that it really needs. Map equals so it's a node. We know it's a node that's above. It's a sum of a cave. Some cave. And it is big if edges 0. Let's set edges 0 to something. Let first equal edges 0. And then it is big if it's capital. So if first equals first dot upper to ASCII uppercase, then it's big. It is, we have paths. Say we'll just make that an empty vector for now. Vector new. Should be able to infer the type. Paths. Then start. Start is first equals start. And similarly with end, it's the same. Okay, so we have our first one. Now we want to say map dot paths dot push sum. Maybe we're not going to need the sum at the end since I'm doing this with a vector. Like maybe we don't need to wrap this in an option, but that's okay for now. Map.paths.push sum. Some cave. And this is the same thing, but with second. Okay. Now, what are we going to do on the next one? On the next one, we already have a map. So we also need to keep the same list of things, or a pointer to the same list of things, so that we can add more paths to it. Or we can keep, you know what, it's probably better if we keep the edges in a separate location. So we can have a hash map. We can change this to a hash map from name to cave. And then have another hash map from name to name. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So we're going to say let caves, whoops, this will be caves. Then we'll have let mute paths is going to be a hash map from string to string. This is going to be a hash map. And we don't need, now we definitely don't need the option because hashmap.get returns an option already. So hashmap from a name to cave. We can get rid of the concept of node altogether. So this is not going to be caves equals, and we can start by making new hash maps. And then this is going to be, instead of sum, it's going to be caves.insert from first to the cave object. Second is going to be the same, caves.insert second cave. Now what? Now we need to add the path between them. So we'll say paths, and maybe we should do both. Paths.insert. Like, I don't know how to reverse lookup in a hash map. We can try to figure that out in a moment. First to second. Let's see, paths dot reverse. I don't see reverse. Get. No. What is get key value? Get key value. I don't understand. Here's the key value pair. Oh, it returns a tuple. Okay. Hey, Blobson, how are you tonight? Not sure what you mean. Okay, now this code is suitable, I think, to be done in a loop. Because we ended up not trying to recursively construct it. Expected semicolon, dot split. Is this not how this works? Let me look at day 11, where I collected plenty of times. Yeah, that's... Oh, I always forget these. Okay. Please compile. Hash map, found option enum. Where? What? 21. Expected. Oh. That's wrong. Okay. So now we should have two maps with all of our thingies in them. And we know whether they're big or small, so now we just need to traverse them and count. We'll also need a way while we're traversing to track where we've been so far. I could use a hash set for that. And I need to make sure that subsequent traversals don't do the same thing. So I know there's like a really normal way to solve this. I know there's Dijkstra's algorithm involves having a stack, right? So you start here and you push both options, then it's a modified BFS. Okay. So, but the trick is on this one that you can go backwards here. So like a normal BFS doesn't really make sense, right? So if I start here and I go here, then I can go this way or this way. Then I can go here, or I can go back and here, or I can go here and here and back. So I need to track all of that, preferably in one thing. It's been a long time since I've done this, but I did do it at one point in my life. So say you start with here and we start a stack of all the edges. So that's something we can't do yet here, right? Yeah, in fact, this is wrong. This can't be a hash map, or paths can't be a hash map, because this is going to overwrite other things. So it could be a hash set or a vector of tuples. And then we can filter by the ones that start with a certain thing. Or this could be a hash map to a list of things. Like a hash map to a vector. You can use index, path, and path is a list of numbers. You have a vector of all the nodes. You can use index, and path is a list of numbers. Right, but path needs to be many to many. Right? Or one to many, I guess. I don't know. So I think path is a vector. Or it's a string to a vector of string. Right, and then maybe here we say, but now we're running into Rust problems already, right? Maybe not. Let's see. Paths. Let or we could say match paths dot get first, right? And that's an option. So sum of first. How can we get this as mutable though? Oh, get mute, right? So we can just call this paths and say paths dot insert second. Otherwise, paths dot insert first, or let's make a new vector. Let mutable vector paths dot insert second. And I'm realizing now that this could definitely be simplified to one statement or one if statement. But oh, and we can't override paths here, duh. Terminals, I guess, or ends, I don't know. Terminals. Is paths bound here even if we're in none? I don't know. Paths in first terminals. Okay. So that should do that. We could do the same thing for backwards. Should I write a function or should I copy it all? Probably copy it all. Second. Wait, second. Are you doing the puzzle tonight? I'm sure you'll beat me by a lot because you are always telling me how everything is a graph. I think I should work. Nope, that didn't work, but okay. Day 11. Oh, well, you'll catch up quick. Day 11 was fun, though. Oh. Okay. We're doing that. So, all our caves, we have all our paths. So now we need to traverse. So here's what I'm thinking. We have stack at start. We push all edges. Then we pop the stack and do the same thing from there. We push all edges. We visited start, and we'll say start's like big, where you can't visit it again. Or no, it's like small, where it's illegal to visit it again. So push all edges and then pop the stack and move over. So like C. Then when we're on C, we push and then immediately pop. And we've already visited A. And if we've already visited A, oh, this is tough. So actually we'll have to keep track of which path is visited what. So, right, because we can actually, or we're allowed to visit A as many times as we want. And so we'll have to push again. But I don't think that's a problem because start... I mean, why can't you just go back and forth? Wait. Like, where's the rule that you can't just go A, C, A, C? Oh, because you can't visit C twice. Duh. Okay. So, but it would be easy to construct something where it was just endless. And I'm guessing, you know, part 2 is going to be the shortest one, right? But whatever. We'll do part 1 first. So yeah, we push stack, and then we go down. When we go down, we pass what's already been visited. Or I guess we only need to track the small ones that have already been visited. But regardless, yeah, let me just try to code it. It seems logical enough. Okay. Let mutable stack equal vector new. I'm wondering if this maybe shouldn't be mutable and we just make a copy of the stack at every step. Okay. Stack.push. So we just want all of the paths, and each path is a vector, or yeah, each path entry, that value is a vector. I think we just might want a copy of that. Or maybe for each... Yeah, I think we do for each. For terminals in... I think terminal is the wrong word because terminal is like end is the terminal, right? End is where the program ends. But whatever. For terminals in paths dot get start, stack dot push terminal. Right? So I'm going to push all those. Then we need a way to track what's been visited. So I'm thinking a vector or a hash set. Let mute hash or visited is a hash set new of @str. This it's right? No, it's not right. I can just do this on the other side anyways. Hash set of strings. Okay. Oh, this should be a string. Okay, can't compile. Terminals.insert. Wait, why are you expecting 2 arguments? Oh, is this just like push? Is insert the add at in like insert at specific index one? Same here. Okay. Please compile. Okay, we're compiling again. Now we have visited is a hash set, and we want to push into visited insert start. Now, while stack.empty, while it's not empty, do the following. First, pop something. Next equals stack.pop. Then, let's say we are visiting that one now. So, if visited dot contains next and next dot or no, not next. What do we call them? Caves dot get next is not big. They're saying if we visit it and it's small, we need to drop it. If visited.contains next and caves.get next unwrap big let me check my big. I think I might have done small. If second, yeah, no, it is big. Okay. If this, then continue. Just skip this one. Otherwise, we need to add this to visited. Visited dot. See, but I'm missing the part where visited has to maintain for, like, be the same as it was when we pop the stack back. So what if I push a clone of visited onto the stack? I'm gonna try it. It sounds not too crazy. So stack is a vector new of both an @string, which is the name of the thing to visit, but also a copy of visited from that moment. Oh, I think I need to unwrap. Yeah, okay, I need to unwrap here. Oh, you're still not happy. Expected reference found tuple. Oh, right, because now next visited. Now visited, I want to make a new clone of visited. Wait, can I add this one to this visited? Yes. Because I'm going to have to clone it when I push more to the stack. Okay. So visited dot insert next. Then now I do the same thing. And I haven't checked for end yet. And I'm not counting. Work this out on paper or in Paint first. No, I'm good. I like working it out in code. I'll probably, you know, fail a lot and spend hours. That's okay with me. I'm just waiting until I fail so hard that I have to switch to JavaScript, so. The trait borrow vector is not implemented for @str. So this is not what I expected it to be. Visited dot contains borrow cube. So this needs to be a borrow? Is that what you're saying? That was not what you were saying. It's already a borrow. You don't like that. Turns true if it contains that value. The value may be any borrowed form of the set's value type, but hash and equal on the borrowed form must match those for the value type. It's saying next is a vec? No, next is, whoa, why is next a vec? Good call. Wait. That's, oh, I never updated this? Or no? So this is a vector, right? Oh, wait, no. I need to unwrap it. Oh, okay, that was the problem. That got me to look in the right place, but I have no idea why it thought that was a vector when it should have been an option of @string at that moment. Whatever. Thank you for pointing me to the right place to look. Okay. Here, same thing. Okay, cannot borrow as mutable. Okay. Can I hear? No, you don't like that. Oh, it just needs to be in here. Okay, now you're happy and you're compiling. Cool. Okay, I think we're on the right path here. Just a guess. I have no evidence to support that. I've learned to just take it. What do you mean? Like instead of... I don't know what you mean. Like instead of borrowing this, I'm just taking it off the stack? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Should I be angry at Rust? Is that what all the cool kids do, is get angry at Rust? Okay. Fortunately, the sensors are still working. Fortunately, I don't really know what to do next. Okay, so I have my next, I'm pushing the stack, I'm popping the stack, I'm moving to the next one. It's visited now, gathering more. Now, I think I want to say, if I get to end, then add 1 to a score, right? Let counts equal 0. Or let total adds equal 0. And I want to say, I think probably before this, because it is small, I want to say if next equals end, then total adds plus equals 1 and continue. This is over. You're done here. And then I want to print out total paths. Okay. Can I just borrow you and compare you? Apparently. Okay. Panicked index is out of bounds on line 31. Okay, so apparently my split is not working. Oh, I probably need to trim a lot where I was not trimming before. That's generally my problem. Line.trim. You happier? You're running forever. That's better than I thought, actually. Okay, let's stop that. So what are you doing? If this, then this, we're always popping the stack. If visited dot contains next and not big, You know, we should probably print out caves and paths once we've built them, because I didn't really check that. Let's do that. Print line caves. Paths. Oh. Caves cannot be formatted with that. Gotta do some debugging. Whoa, what is this? Oh. Doing something wrong? Or you're not used? It's unused. Oh yeah, you don't think I'm gonna get it? See, the problem, Blobson, is that today is Saturday. And I don't have to work tomorrow. Like, that's when it was really bad. Oh, did I just do allow dead code? Derive debug, right? Okay. Print me some things. You're not printing me anything. That's interesting. Is it because you don't know that you failed yet? Like, it doesn't actually print anything until it fails? Probably. So let's make it fail. But still compile. Okay. Caves. End maps to a cave that's not big, not small. Start is end. We didn't really end up using the end thing. I'm just matching the strings, but whatever. Cave start is not big. It is the start. Cave A is big. Paths B start. Okay, so from B we can go to start. Right, because that's the reverse of this. Then we can go to capital A, so that's the reverse of this. Then we can go to D and end. That's good. Start can go to A or B. Good. End A or B. A. So this works for me. Then, oh, I think we need to just check visited. Yeah, that's all we need to do, is check visited before we push. That's what I'm doing wrong. I am 1,000,000% confident that I will have no bugs between now and getting the answer, and that all I have to do is what I'm about to do. So we're going to say we know visited. Well, we can leave this in here. It shouldn't matter. I mean, I can say like print line pushed a visited node. Which visited node for reference. But I don't think it matters. Just my guess. Okay, now we want to say here if visited dot contains terminal, and it's the same check as up here. . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Continue. Same exact thing. Well, I was wrong about my 1,000,000% confidence. Let's let it run for a little while, just for fun, and see what else could be wrong. Okay, I'm popping off my stack. I pushed A and B. Here, I can do like a few samples here. Print line, popping. What? Popping next. And could also print out the stack. And we want to only run a few times. Let stop after equal, let's say 10. If stop after is 0, break. Okay. Print me some things, please. So, caves. Oh, I think I'm still running test 1. Yeah, let me not run this at all. Clear that up a little bit. We're just doing this example now. So, paths the same. Okay, so we're popping B first. That's correct. Stack is now A and a vector containing only start. And then what? Wait. You don't go anywhere after B? Why don't you push A? We did push a visited node B. My code is rebelling against my bajillion% confidence that I had. But I'm still in a good place. I'm not mad about it. But here is the endless loop already. So something is wrong. If visited contains next, I mean, I presume this is not, we're not going in here. Always end? I can't imagine that's the problem, but it could be. No. Okay. So we're getting to here. We say visited contains next. So that's true. Like here it's true. But why didn't we... Oh, look at this. Remember I said 0 bugs? So I had hard-coded start. Whoa, I actually got an answer in 10 moves. How many answers are there? There's 10. So that's wrong. Okay, so let me start again. Stack is now A start. Yes, that's correct. Right number, wrong place. Yeah, that's true. I have them swapped. The number of iterations, but not... Yeah. I don't think that's what they're asking. How many total node hops there are. Okay, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. Go get some water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you find the bug in my code in the 20 lines you can see? Hey Dan, how you doing? I'm still on part 1. Are you playing? Did you win? I think you won. I'm guessing you won. Need to learn trees. Well, this is not a tree actually, because a tree has to be acyclic, meaning that so a tree is two things that this is not. It's directed and it's acyclic. So this you can go in any direction from any node. It just has other rules about how you can't go back and forth. But this is neither directed nor acyclic. Because if you had two capital letters next to each other, you could go back and forth infinitely. And that would be a valid path. This is definitely not a tree. Oh, okay. Okay. You got to do the /s for me. I'm too thick-headed. Yeah, so this is a undirected. I mean, the optimal solution, which you can look it up, it's, well, this is going to be a modification of Dijkstra's algorithm, which, as Blobson likes to say, it's a modified DFS itself. Or did you say DFS or you said BFS, breadth first search? Yeah. So it's a modification of the modification. But I have a bug. Even though I was 100% confident would never have a bug. So my stack looks a little crazy. I feel like I might not be using my stack correctly. So let's see. Let's think about this. Stack is now at A. Why don't I put even more print lines? New visited is more monitors and mouse without borders. I don't know. I don't know what you mean exactly. Are you saying that like my screen's too small for all the stuff that I have going on? Because I'm aware of that. I have a huge monitor next to me. This is just for the stream. Trying to live that 1080p life for the stream. For your eyes. So it's not so small you can't sprint. And also it's not so much data. You don't have Rust Doc and Google open on another monitor? No. No. The only thing on my other monitor is streaming stuff. Oh, actually, Plopsin, another thing that's open on my other monitor is this. Here you go. Here's JavaScript solution to day whatever lanternfish was, 6. That I wrote in 5 minutes. You were asking me if I wrote JavaScript, like to see me write JavaScript. This is my solution for that I wrote in 5 minutes after doing the Rust one, obviously, to show my coworker how it worked, who doesn't know Rust. Okay. But no, all I have open on my other monitor is streaming things. And, you know, Emacs on my other computer, but I'm not really using it. You would notice if I went over to my other computer because it would look like this. Here I am over at my other computer, my other keyboard. That's what that looks like, okay? All right. So I was gonna add more things. Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm saying like this is my challenge. It's not that I can't go over here and do this. It's that I want to be doing everything that I'm doing for you. I know there are solutions to these problems. Okay, let's try to read all this crazy stuff I wrote. So I'm popping B first. My stack is now A start. That's what it should be. So my new visited is B. Oh, actually, I want to say visited here. Okay. My new visited is start and then B. That's what I expect. Not visiting start because I already did. Good for me. Hopping end. So I'm going from B to end. That's correct. And then once I do that, I should say always end. Yeah. Okay. Now I was at B and I'm popping D. So stack has now 2 A's, but coming from different places. B or A, right? Or wait, where am I? I am here. So stack now has this one, A having visited start, and A having visited start and B. So that's correct. My new visited is start D B. That order is not what I expected. Oh, I'm using visited. Or sorry, no, that's correct. Visited. Yeah, okay. So this doesn't have an order. So that's fine. Okay, so this is here, this is what I expect because I'm at D. I just popped D. I'm not visiting B because I already did. And so it just drops that whole line. Not visiting, there's no other terminal, so it drops that whole line. That's correct. Now, I'm popping A again. The stack is now back to A start, and my new visited is start, B, and A. Correct. So, stack is now, so there's a ton of things from A. So we pushed a bunch of things when we went to A. Stack is now A start. That's the original. Start. So start shouldn't have been pushed there because it should have already been visited. So who pushed that? Oh, this should be terminal, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. Debugging things. So that was one bug. There's clearly more bugs. Let's start again. Stack is now AB because I popped B. B popping end. Always end. Correct. So why don't we say found a path total. So wait, Dan, did you finish or no? Do you finish both parts? You must have. You don't ever come here until you finish things because you're a responsible adult. And I don't know, Blobson, like, is this like is this bothering you? Or it seems to be. And like, what do you think I should be like doing other things? Like, you asked if I have like Rust, you know, don't I have Rust docs open on my other screen? Like, something is either not what you expected or is like annoying you to some degree, small or big. It's like, is too much happening on my screen? Because that's valuable feedback. I appreciate that feedback. Start A, B, A, C, A, end. So we don't seem to ever get that far. Why is that? Oh. I mean, yeah. But the compiler's so fast. And I think that would be pretty boring, like me just like staring over here, reading on it, not doing any, not related to anything on this screen. I could probably look up more documentation over here. You know, I'm not really using this half of the screen much. But I think all I would look at for that stuff is like trying to, you know, read the book more. I basically just stopped reading the book because the amount of time I want to be streaming every day is taken up by doing Advent of Code. Whereas I was reading the book when I began. Whoa, Anthony writes code. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome to the channel where I struggle with all of the Rust. But tonight is special because I also don't have any idea what I'm doing with the algorithm. Special. So you all are in for a treat. i3. Oh no, this is Pop OS. Pop. Double learning. Yes, I get to learn the two things tonight. There's not just one the thing. Yeah, this is all Pop OS with Nix browser and Emacs. The raid ball. Like the raid ball. It kind of sounds like a cuter version of the Thunderdome. 86 enter. This is Nixt, the Nixt browser. Katamari Damacy, but for programmers. This one's true. This is true. That's a fact. Okay, who wants to see what I'm doing so you can tell me what I'm doing wrong? I will accept all answers, much to the surprise of the people that usually hang out in my chat who know I don't like hints. But from the raid ball to keep the raid ball happy. I love this name. I'm on part 1, the best part. I say that not knowing what part 2 is, but I think part 1's pretty great. I've come to love it. So this is my idea so far. I totally forget how to do Dijkstra's algorithm and I refuse to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it has to do something with a stack. So I made a stack. And then I have to keep track of what I'm visiting. So here's my idea. First, I build the caves and then the paths between them. And caves, I'm not really using start and end, just big or small. And I tested that this is working. So my big Boolean is working. But to test for start and end, I've just ended up using the string. And then they want all paths. Oh yeah, no, I know that. But it's something like Dijkstra, right? I mean, Dijkstra, you just change a few things and it checks everything, right? You just don't stop it a couple times. I mean, again, I don't remember Dijkstra very much, so that was an honest question. You tell me if that makes sense. I mean, if you just mean BFS, sure. I I remember that from school. I remember that breadth first search is a thing from school. It's a school thing. Is it a work thing? Not for me. So I had to forget it completely. I mean, I would know how to do it on a tree. It's also a today thing. Okay, so let me keep going with what I'm doing, and you can tell me if it matches the thing at all. If it doesn't have anything to do with the stack, then you can stop me there. So make your input a tree. Can I just turn it into a tree correctly? Because I noted that I guess you wouldn't be mean, Eric, and put two capital A's, two capital letters next to each other, because then you would have an infinite loop, right? So in that case, I can make a tree from what? Well, I think I would have to copy a bunch of things to make a tree out of this. Yeah. Well, I think, wait, no. Isn't in your favorite IEEE 754, you can represent infinity with a float? Yeah, I think you'd have to copy things to make it into a tree. Like, you'd have to actually make copies. The tree would be paths under extension. This sentence means nothing to me. It sounds like you should take this to your local board. Oh, thanks for the follow, J. Mike Marks? Jamie C. Marks? Don't know. You tell me. And thanks for the follow, Otimo Inc. I think I nailed that one. Okay. So I still haven't okay, I'm reading chat, but I still haven't explained what I'm doing, but you can probably read it faster than I can say it. Sorry, I mean the nodes are paths with edges between two paths if one is the same as the other with one more node. Dynamic programming. Eric. Eric's like, don't screenshot this. Eric, it's a raid ball. Anything goes. Okay. Don't ban me, Twitch. Okay. So let me explain what I'm doing, because I have no idea what you said, Fen. I believe you that it's a thing, but I don't know what it means. Okay. So I have a stack. While my stack is not empty, I'm going to... Oh, and I push not only start, but all of the things that start points to onto the stack. Or I don't push start on the stack. I also have a list of things that are visited, which is a hash set. I put that on the stack, a copy of it on the stack with the thing that I will be visiting at that point. So I can say, like, when I'm at A, then I will also have a list of everything that I've visited so far. And it's cloned, so I'm not going to write to the same one at the wrong time. Okay? Stop after is my check to make it not endlessly loop, because that's what it was doing, and my computer sounded like it was going to take off. Okay, then I pop the stack. And for that I get a next thing, which is a string, which is just the name of the node, and then that list of visited. If that's end, then I add one to my total paths and I stop. Meaning I don't try to do anything else with this node. So that's one thing. And then this test is, if I already visited, I'm pushing to visited, whether it's big or small, but I only care if it's not big. And if I visited this one and it's not big, don't do anything else. Okay. Now I take the visited that I got off the stack was already a clone, and this is the only place it's going to get used. So it's okay to insert onto it. I insert next, the thing I'm visiting right now. Maybe this should say current. Let me try that. Current. Okay. This is the thing I'm visiting. I push it onto visited. Now I do the same thing that I did at the start. For the current thing, I get all of the branches out of it, and I am going to push them onto the stack with a copy of visited. And terminal is just the other side of the path, but I didn't know a better name for that. So, but I don't push them onto the stack if I have visited it already. This is my general strategy. In my head, it works perfectly. So all I need to do is run this code through the compiler represented by my head, and it will magically appear the right answer. But something is wrong. Something big is wrong because it's off by 6. And I was just, you can see I have print lines everywhere. I was just about to start analyzing that. So does anyone have any questions? Questions from the class on the great lecture of the thing that I just told you about that I know for a fact doesn't work. That's what I'm lecturing you on today. Much like adults from my childhood. Stop after is like a countdown. It's a infinite loop trap, and it's only there. It's only these lines because it was infinitely looping before. Their list is alphabetized, which helps to compare. I don't know what you are saying. Oh, no, actually, oh. Maybe there's no more bug. Oh my god, Eric just solved. Infinite loop trap was just starting it. I should have panicked here instead of breaking. So I would know. Note to self, panic in the future. Instead of just breaking and then returning something accurate. Okay, so that, yeah, assert would be good too. Assert panic. Eric solved his own puzzle. Through my hands, though. Oh my gosh, I still have all my print lines in here. I wonder how long that's gonna take. Panicked. Oh, did it take more than... I thought I put like 10,000 there. Yeah, did it? 10,000 seems like a lot. Even for this input. How can I don't think I can with my current code just turn off print lines. If someone knows how to do that. Print line commented out. So now get your output going and see what it's doing. A whole bunch of times. Hold on. Oh, you didn't like what I wrote. Why didn't you like that? What's your problem? Oh, this is a special thing. That's so funny. I didn't mean to, but I accidentally invoked a special Rust thing. What I wanted to do, getting some free expensive coaching. Yeah. Print line this. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Turn off all my print lines. Yes. You can run away whenever you want, Eric. I appreciate your help already, just pointing out one critical bug. Okay, you're still panicking. Right. What if we take that out? Or we make it really big? Will it run forever? See, Eric, now you have to stay here forever because my test is running forever. Oh no. It gave me an answer. It just took more than 10,000 steps. I don't know if this is going to work, but I have a rule that if I get an answer after my example, I always submit it. It is the right answer. Yay. Thank you for the help, everybody. Especially you, Eric. I won't tell anyone that I got help from teacher. Okay. How many paths through this cave system are? Oh, the slightly larger example now has 103 paths through it. So you think, okay, wait. You realize you might have time to visit a small cave twice. Okay. So if my original thing took more than 10,000 passes, the chances that this thing will do okay is minimal. So big caves can be visited any number of times. A single small cave can be visited at most twice. Okay. And the remaining small caves can be visited at most once. Wait, a single small cave. Oh, that's obnoxious. Is that your favorite phrase, Eric? Oh, that's obnoxious. It's a true testament to the skill of the puzzle master. You know I love it. You don't have a favorite phrase. Not, what about raid ball? Oh yeah. Yeah, Sumner. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, it is taking up, like, at some points almost half of the software thing. But on the other hand, it splits the community, right? Because the people who would be interested in watching software streams, if I'm understanding this, if I'm tracking this question correctly, right? The amount of people, like the people who stream are the same people who would stream in the software category outside of AOC. And so you'd kind of split the, yeah, I think I said split the audience already. I'm going to leave it there. I think I made my point. Okay, now the 36 possible paths. Let me make a test. Yeah, that, I mean, but that's like, that's just Twitch sucking, right? That's not, yeah, I think we all want that, especially so like, yeah, tags for sure. Yeah. Like what happens right now if you go to YouTube and type advent of code? You know, I'm not going to do that, but I bet you get advent of code related things. not 30 things related to Sonic Adventures or whatever I always see every night. 103 paths for this small one. What Twitch chat client? Oh, this is CapChat, KAP by Night Dev. Where did I see this? I forget. I think I just searched like. So it's like supposed to be for putting in on OBS. You put it in as a browser source, and then I thought to myself, well, I want to put my eyes here where my code is and also see all the chat, and I also want to put chat on this. Wait a minute, why am I not just putting it in a browser on my actual desktop? That was my thought process, and it's pretty slick. Hey, good job, Lobson. Good job. My code takes some time. I know that for sure. But if you trade off, Blobson, think about like if you're going for speed, the trade-off in 10 seconds code running versus 15 more minutes optimizing, I think it works. I think it works great. Okay. So these are both failing. Yeah, my whole test suite for all of the Advent of codes I've ever done in Rust takes 1.4 seconds in total. Chatterino. Okay, yeah, I really wanted something minimal. Like, I don't like anything. You can see I don't like Chrome or on my stuff, especially for the stream. I mean, in my day-to-day, I don't really care that much, but on the stream, I'm like, there's only so much real estate for code, right? And I want to maximize that for your benefit. I'm doing it for you. Can you call up user cards? I have no idea what that means. So no. It's a very basic chat thing. Like I can't, there's nothing here. You're not, I have chat open. No. I have chat open on my other screen for like, if I need to ban anybody or something like that. Because I don't want to be famous. Okay, anyways, to the problem. So now I need visited to not just be a thing, but be another thing too. It needs to be a count, right? Or I could also push onto my stack another thing saying I've already used up my one small cave revisit, right? I've already used up my second bathroom break. We're not stopping again. So I think that makes more sense to me. So let me do that. So where I have visited, and this is so annoying. Replace line comments. Wait, is that the bug you're trying to tell me? Or you just don't like... Why do you hate this so much? I don't know. These red squigglies are getting on my nerves. Anyways, okay. Okay, back to the actual problem, because I'm a speed coder. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm super efficient and fast at everything I do. So, we're only at... It's not quite midnight. I'm feeling good about this. So I want... Hey, thanks for the follow, Slanjo. Welcome to the channel, everybody. We got chill vibes and bad code coming at ya. for visited, okay, I know what I can do. I can say here where I'm putting my stack, I have terminal visited. I can just make a third thing that says that is false, and we'll switch this to true. This should give me a bug because, yeah, I'm not setting it here anymore. Good. And I also need to add to this one, already visited small twice. We can think of a better name later. And then this I'll say already visited small twice again, and I'll mutate it above. So I'll say make this mutable for me, which means in the case of a simple thing, it just means I can reassign to the same variable, I think. Then somewhere I'm gonna say if visited contains current and current unwrapped big. No, not there. Actually, I wonder. So I'm kind of duplicating this logic, and by kind of I mean precisely. I wonder if I ever, once I fix my bugs, if it ever actually hit this. I don't think it should. So maybe we can do the logic here. If visited contains terminal and terminal's not big, it's small, then we can say and we can say and already visited small twice. Not going to type that out. Thank you, IDE. Then no, and yeah, if we did already visited small twice, that's a mouthful. Then what? No, I don't think I want to put this here anymore. I want to put it in here. I want to say if already visited small twice, then we can't do it again. So we're moving on. No P breaks on this sea trip, ocean trip. This raid ball is not pulling over. Okay. Otherwise, we want to set already visited small twice equals true, and then just continue to here. But will I already have pushed the wrong thing? Oh, you know what? I'm not inserting visited here. So maybe I can get here. Whatever, I'm just going to try this first. Maybe you'll compile, maybe not. You do compile. What failed? Both my examples failed. I'm still returning total paths. What's not terminating when it should be? Something's not working. Not totally surprising. Does the logic that I just spouted make any sense to anybody, first of all? It makes sense to me, but me has been wrong before. We don't know that. No, I did turn that off. So it's not that problem again. This starts at false. At some point it turns to true. And the only time we care if it turns to true, I mean, we can do the same thing here, right? Where we duplicated it, I can check the same thing. Oh. What if I just disable that? I always forget that I'm doing tests, so I'll just know if part 1 fails. Okay. So it didn't that wait, I didn't I'm in a completely different function than part 1. I copied and pasted everything for part 2. So my assumption that I needed it for part 1 was false. But doing that, I got bigger numbers than I originally did. So that makes me think I'm on the right track. Is there something else that I'm missing? You might have time to visit a single small cave twice. Specifically, big caves can be visited any number of times, and a single small cave can be visited at most twice. The remaining small caves can be visited at most once. Right. Oh. Yeah. So I have to put special cases in for start and end now. Well, not end. I have a special case for end. I never do anything but end. But for start, I just want to drop it. If current equals start, continue. Right? Okay, that brought me back down. So apparently start was the only one I was doing right. Or the only one that was giving me more things. So that's wrong. That's wrong. We're definitely wrong. Oh. But here, I need to do this. I need to do this here too. Because I might be triggering the already visited twice thing just by looking at start again. I'm not sure I am. I have to rethink this algorithm again. But that did help. So I'm never pushing start. I will push end. I guess I don't really need to push end, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Another thing I wonder, maybe this mutable is a bad idea, right? No, I'm popping it. I'm popping it. I'm gonna push it, and then when I push it, it'll be copy only, right? I mean, should I just say this for sure? But I think Google has to be copy, right? Copy paste? Copy paste? I don't know. Chat, you're silent, which makes me think that I've 100% lost you. Which is not so surprising. Saving all the paths, then filtering for ones that end with end. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about doing saving all of them anyways, but I didn't think to do it for part 1. But I was totally guessing I was going to have to for part 2 to find the smallest one, right? The shortest one. Oh, cool, Sumner. If you want to spam your blog here, that would be fun, and I'd love to check out your write-up once have something close to an answer. Oh wait, no, that's okay. I got excited because I saw 10 and I was like, oh, my test is wrong. But it's not my test, it's my code. It's always my code. As always, if anybody has thoughts about how I could make this better, yeah, no, absolutely. Everyone go visit Sumner's blog. I'm gonna put it in my notes for later. I was saying if anybody has an idea about how this stream could be better, audio, video, stuff going on the screen, me saying too many times, feel free to let me know, or I would love it if you let me know. You can send me a DM. You can put it in chat right here. Everyone will agree with you that it's a problem, whatever the problem. Okay, I think I need to do some printing again. So, whoops. Let me look at, because this, to me, this seems reasonable. Let me disable this test. And let's look at some printy print. Oh, my stack is becoming empty. How? What? Stack is now. This says if stack is not empty. How? I'm missing something. Oh, this is after the pop. I'm a dum-dum. But still, that should be the end of things, right? Why would this ever continue? Oh, because it's pushing off the first one. So that seems like something's like definitely wrong. That it's pushing from the beginning so many times. No, actually, no, because the start is A. And then it pops that and it goes to a billion other places. So that actually seems almost reasonable. Let me turn this print off and we'll look at visited a whole bunch. Let's see what that looks like. So let me go back and look at the original input. We have start and B, start BD. Start BD, but we should have start BDB, right? Oh no, this is when it's twice. So it's going there twice, so that's correct. This is hard to read. Because I'm using a hash set, so they're unordered, A, they're unordered, and B, they don't contain the duplicate thing. So maybe I should rethink that. Change it from a hash set to a vector just for the purpose of printing it. Let's try it. Oh, I literally have it right there above, and I still typed the wrong thing. And now instead of insert, we need push. Do we still have a contains on vector? That would be useful. Looks like we might. Yeah, that's good. I mean, this is my equivalent of journaling, right? I'm rarely watching it back, but this is like my extra effort on top of Advent of Code. This is enough for me. Is streaming. But I think that's awesome. It's a great, it's something you're putting your time into, it's something you're obviously interested in. And if you're, still keeping up every day, it's something that you are decent at. Oh yeah, I'm not thinking. Can you tell? Never. Okay. No, I don't think about things. It's a that's for people who get things done within 2 hours. Knives are for closers. Reflecting is for people who get things done. That's not true. You can reflect very well on failures if you put the time in. Okay. So this one contains B twice. Like, are all these contained in here? Let's try to find them. Start B. Start B. I don't have only the ones that are terminal. Let me trade this print for when we hit an end. And then this should match that other thing exactly. Yeah, it's getting there. I certainly can see some things here. Okay, start B. So I don't have end represented in here. I could say like dot push end, and then I could say dot join like that, and it should look exactly like this. No method join. Oh, this is pushes not what I thought it was. Okay, now it should look exactly like what's on the right. Okay, let's start with the B's. Start B end. Boom. Start B D. Whoa, is my list just like exactly reversed from theirs? Start B D B end. Good. Start B D B A end. Good. Start B D B A C A N. Good. Start B A N. Good. I'm missing this one. Start B A C A N. No, I'm not. Am I missing this one? Just going one by one until I find the one I'm missing, and then I can debug why. I guess. That's the only idea I have for what to do next. Start B A C A C A end. Start B. Where's this one? Start B A C A B end. Start B A C A. This is the only. So I'm missing this one. Right? I'm missing this one that I've selected on the right. Why would that be? How can I test this? How can I like isolate it to just this case for printing? I guess I can look for the visited case where start B A C is in there. Start BACA is in there. So let me do that. I'll say if visited, can I just do an equals with another vector? No, that doesn't make sense. But I can do the join. So if visited.join visited.join equals start everything up to the B. In an awkward place, but all my code is pretty awkward. Oh, I need it to be after visited. That would make sense. And let me make this a little more apparent. Okay, and then I think I need more print lines. So why is this happening twice? Does string equals in Rust like allow for like a beginning match? Well, this doesn't match up with end at all. So let's look at visited. Okay. Still don't really understand how that happens twice. But I think I also need to check out the stack at every one of these places. And I'm going to bring this down to right after visited just for consistency. Yeah, but I don't actually want starts with. I'm looking for exactly this case. Oh, this is why it happens more than once, because there's multiple paths. But my goal is to just look for this exact case, because I didn't see this one in my results. So for some reason, once I have BACA, I don't look back at B. I think I know what it is. It's that I'm only like yeah. I'm using the same variable every time. So what I actually want is to do this, but not change the variable in this scope. Just like that. Okay, now it's taking a really long time to run, which I'm going to guess has to do with my print lines. Let me take them out. It didn't have to do with my print lines. I'm putting back in the panic. But I'll see how much I print by that time. This is probably too many. Okay. Total so far 3,033. That ain't right. So I have something else wrong. Okay, I need to take like a 5-minute break and shake out and think about things. So think about my life and how I got here. So if you drop because you want to see action, I understand and I appreciate you. Yeah, thanks for joining, Sumner. Thanks for sharing your blog. I'll definitely be checking it out. Thank you for the follow, Tracy. The stream's gonna stay on, but I'll be back in a few. So yeah, much love. Thanks for the raid ball. And I'll see you next time. That I take way longer than everybody else at Advent of Code. All right. All right, I am back. Please excuse the completely blank screen. For all of you who didn't waver at that, I appreciate you. All right. Gotta change my power settings, I guess. Where were we? So we went from having way too little to way too many, meaning like an endless loop somewhere. Can we figure out where the endless loop is? Yeah, I took out this. Let me take that out and make my loop trap way smaller. Do we hit it in 100? Yep. Okay, that's visited. We also need to see the stack. What was the last thing I changed? So the true here at every spot is telling me that something is not being checked correctly. If already visited small twice, continue. Where else am I? Where else would I be checking that? If visited.contains terminal. So I'm looking at the next thing, saying if we've already visited something twice, and this new thing is small, and we've already visited it. So why are we still getting all these additions to the thing? Is continue maybe not what I think it does? The current iteration is terminated. That should be out of this. That should go to the top of this and pick a new terminal. And that should be fine. Very unclear how we're getting to this state. But I can print more things. Not going to this because it would be a second duplicate. Not going. Failed. In 100 things that never is happening. So I'm definitely doing something wrong. So this is saying doesn't need to be mutable. Already visited. This clone thing is weird. Let me scroll up to the top of all this business. Actually, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. I think it's too big. Okay, never mind about that. visited contains, slice contains an element with the given value. If it does contain it, I mean, if it doesn't contain, if we haven't visited it yet at all, then we should always just push and not change anything. Terminal cloned. Yeah. What was the value of already visited? If it does contain it and it's small, if we already visited twice, not going there. We didn't hit that in 100. Do we hit it in 10,000? Maybe I need to put the other prints away. Let me try that. Yeah, we never hit that in 10,000 tries. So something's very wrong here, but I don't understand what. False to start. Already visited. Does it have to do with changing the vector to a string? I don't think so. But I could try, let me try changing my part 1 from a hash set to a vector and see if that still works. So maybe that's the problem. Insert on 62. Okay, part 1 still worked. Let me make this big. So somehow I'm never getting this print. Even though I do see, like if I say up here, if already visited small twice, then print line a second visit thread. Like, I imagine I will see this pop up a few times because I saw already visited small twice in, whoa, what's going on? Day 12. And I want to see my vterm. Where is my... Did I kill my vterm? I think I might have killed my terminal where I was testing. Oh no, it's still here. Okay. So I'm not seeing this print line either. Am I not getting print lines because of panic? No, because I was getting them here. Now I'll get like metric ton. too many to count. For some reason, this is never correct. Let me bring this back down and just print out this thing. Is this just always false? Okay. I guess it's always false. But how is it always... I'm so confused. How is that always false when we're never hitting here? Like, we must be hitting here, right? Print line. We did get here. So then how in the world, if I push this, terminal.visited clone, which is the same thing I'm doing here, with true, how is the very next thing never this? Oh, you know what? It might be because we're always pushing something else which has false on it. That's probably it. So what if we also print, maybe the stack is just ever growing or it's staying stagnant? Stack.len. This is probably something I should have been printing a long time ago. Yeah, the stack seems to be always growing. So that's wrong. Well, I only printed 100. Let me try 10,000. Well, now that's 10,000 prints, but give it a moment. Yeah, so the stack is always growing. Something about my logic is not adding up. So we're still pushing it. Oh my gosh. If anyone's still watching, I just had the stupidest bug ever. Okay. So I'm still not winning, but at least I'm getting more variety in my answers. So now I can turn on that thing that I had before for comparison. Turn off my other print lines. Now we can start comparing again. Now I have about a third of the end result that I should have. So mine are in reverse. What if I reverse theirs? Let me reverse mine. visited dot reverse. I really need to learn how to use a Rust step debugger. That would make this stuff so much easier. Okay. Wait a minute. It's not doing what I wanted it to. Oh, that's the wrong reverse. I guess to get that, I could just reverse the order in which I traverse. Or I could reverse the order in which I add things to the original paths. Let me try that. No, that didn't work. Did not change a thing. I wonder why not. Okay. Let's start comparing. AC, no, so I don't even start with the same one they do. ACA, ACAC, ABA, end. Next one, ACAC, AB, end. Next one, ACACA, end. AC, probably right thing to diff these two things. You know what? I think I gotta call it for the night. If I find somebody to raid. Lobson, if you're still here, you were only wrong by half an hour, I think. I'll take it up tomorrow. Alright, we're rating someone who has no viewers. Get ready. All right, thanks for the views, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.